Hey guys, Joel White here from the Toronto Health and Performance newsletter. And for this week's performance tool, we're going to be talking about single arm rowing and the contraindications for that and what you should be looking for, and its application within a system more so in a split stance. Okay, so we're going to be using a cable system just because visually it's the easiest to see. Okay, my setup, I'm going to have feet parallel facing the cable and my right hand coming forward. Okay, now my setup here is an engaged belly and my shoulders slightly forward. As I pull this elbow back, I'm not going to rub it in, I'm going to let it pop out a little bit, and I squeeze this shoulder blade back. Okay? I pull back, squeeze the shoulder blade. Now one thing that may look when you're rowing is you don't want to see that shoulder blade elevate. Okay? By keeping it straight back, we get the lat involved, and we get the mid-trap and rhomboids involved. Okay, so if you watch me from behind, you're going to see that shoulder blade come back, my elbow stay down, and this shoulder doesn't pop up. Okay? One thing that a lot of people do with their cable rowing is they actually do something called the shoulder lock. So they start like this, and that's their row. Okay? But for systematic rowing, meaning involved with another limb or the torso, and for shoulder health, unless you're bench pressing, we actually want to allow that protraction of the shoulder to come forward and then row back. Okay? Protraction of the shoulder, row back. Okay? Now that system I keep talking about, let's demonstrate from a split stance because we move technically in a split position. Okay, one leg in front of the other. So I'll go opposite leg forward, right leg back, weight on the front foot. I'm going to start in that protraction state and I'm going to pull back. Okay? What this is doing here is, as I'm actually running and walking, my torso slightly rotates. Okay? I'll show that again. My torso slightly rotates. So when I'm rowing with one arm, I want that system in mind of opposite leg, opposite arm, torso slightly rotating. Okay? So I allow that torso to rotate as I pull back, and I'm teaching that sling, okay, the X across the body that we've talked about in the past, to work together. Okay? If some of you are lacking shoulder stability or shoulder pain, I wouldn't recommend going into rotation. I would recommend staying neutral as you row. Okay, so that simply looks like this. As I row, I just stay still. Versus this. Okay? I'm just going to stay here. Okay? So I hope some of you can use that tool this week, allowing the shoulder to come forward, allowing the shoulder to come back, and maybe work in a split stance to prime that system. Okay? So this is Joel White from the Toronto Health and Performance newsletter, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a great